Welcome to the City of Socorro special meeting for the Historical Landmark Commission. Today is Wednesday, February 18th, and the time is 6:03, and this meeting is now in session.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Present.
Present.
Present. Present. Here.
And there's no one on the call, right?
Who was absent last time?
No one. No. From your September meeting, that'll be in your minutes. So that would be item number 6 as well.
Number 6.
But for today, no one is absent. All
No
members
one
are
was
present.
absent. Okay, so no action on this item?
On number 5, there's
Yeah.
no action required because all members are present.
Okay.
No motion made for line item number 5. Line item number 6, discussion and action on approving regular meeting minutes for the meeting held on September 10th, 2025 of the Historical Landmark Commission.
I was present and move to approve.
Okay, we have a motion made by Mr. Rafael Padilla, seconded by Mr. Jesse Montelongo. Mr. Rafael Padilla,
Aye.
Dr. Elizabeth Ponce-Lugo,
Aye.
Mr. Al Borrego,
Abstain.
Mr. David Estrada,
Aye.
Mr. Ricardo Rocha,
Aye.
and Mr. Jesse Montelongo. Motion carries. Line item number 7, discussion and action on the certificate of appropriateness for the construction and approval of materials for an alfalfa shed on the property located at 496 Buford Road.
Good evening, Commissioners. Before you in our presentation is a previous NOV that is coming back to request compliance and approval. 496 Buford is the address. The applicant, which is present, is Mr. Ricardo Herrera. The request is for construction and approval of materials for the alfalfa shed. As mentioned, our concern was a previous NOV, which they are looking to remediate at today's meeting. Method of installation will be an alteration. We are recommending approval for them to continue with their plans, and as they have also approved material and design in their request. So they are changing the sheet metal material to wood, and it will be done with a Mission and Spanish style facade. We also included that in your backup. This, for reference, are the photos of the on-site project, which are right next door to Bulldog Championship Park. We did put a stop to their project so that way they could be in compliance not only with HLC guidelines, but also with the approved materials and standards of the commission, which this application will remedy and bring them up to code in terms of the district. Planning and zoning has another set of inspections and applications that they will go through. There are some other photographs of viewpoint from that site as well. As mentioned, the applicant is present. If you'd like to ask them any questions, I can also answer any questions which you may like. They did bring a larger blow-up of the designs which did not fit in the scanner, but it was brought so that way you guys can review them today if you'd like.
Okay, and so just for clarification, the existing, those photos right there, which
Uh-huh.
is what we're looking at here,
Mhm.
work was stopped basically, they weren't in compliance because of the sheet metal that they were
Correct.
using? All the steel beams, that is allowed so long as they're
Yes,
covered?
so the lamina roof is the one thing that is not approved, so they're looking at changing that with wood and then also making it a Spanish Mission facade, so which would be front facing, street facing, and they are looking to be in compliant with the guidelines. And I can show you the other photographs as well.
So the items that they have with them right now, that shows what like the final project is gonna
It's a larger blow-up of the plans, which
of
is
what the final-
on
Oh,
that
okay.
one.
Okay.
So they have that blown up to a larger scale.
Okay, so sheet metal comes off?
It stays, they're covering it though to wood.
Covering it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not gonna be, and then what's the roofing material gonna be?
Wood, so as mentioned, it's gonna be changed to plywood and cover with Mission Spanish style facade.
Well,
Completely, oh, they are gonna remove the metal completely.
Okay.
And it
Okay.
will just be replaced with the wood. Oh, he already started. You wanna come up and talk to them? Puedes hablar con ellos.
It's being done because it's visible from underneath.
He was gonna leave it like that. So that is not the appropriate style, so that's why we're asking.
Yes, the problem that I mean, the mistake that I made, I got injured, so I had to go to the hospital. And then when I was at the hospital, my son, he wanted to help me to cover the alfalfa, because it was getting damaged. So he started doing it without getting a permit. So that's the problem that, that I have now. And I understand and I apologize for, because that's the reason. So now I'm willing to do whatever I have to do to do it right. So they started doing it with a metal deck until I knew that you guys wanted plywood, wood deck. So that's what I'm doing. I started demoing the deck, the metal deck, and I'm gonna start doing it with plywood, wood deck. As me and him talk about. I sent him pictures about, when I started demoing the sheet metal, the metal deck. So, yeah, I'm willing to do whatever you guys want me to do. And if I have to pay a fine, I'm willing to pay the fine, Yeah, so that's the reason I haven't finished.
So just
So you let me know what I have to do and how to do it.
no, I have a quick question on, because I can't really see it. So this is the front part.
I'm not here.
Oh, okay. Yes, or it can, or I just have a question. Is this the facade you guys are talking about up here in the corner?
Yeah, so we have an existing, building right there that we actually just got the CO for. And that one.
Yeah, that way it doesn't, you don't have to pull out everything. I just wanted to know to see if, what, like this is the facade part right here.
So basically, this is the building that we just got a CO for, sorry, I don't
Okay.
have a color.
Okay.
That's,
Perfect,
the
okay.
style that they're asking for.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. Awesome, thank you.
Yes. Okay, so you're putting plywood, ¿va a poner plywood? Y luego encima del plywood, ¿qué
The
va?
metal deck is coming down.
Okay,
I started doing it. And I'm gonna start doing plywood. As soon as you
Okay.
guys approve it, with the plywood
¿Y,
deck.
y qué va a poner en el plywood? Arriba del plywood para el agua.
Gonna be, with the roof, I'm gonna be like tarp or, that's a regular roofing. It's not gonna be shingle.
Okay. Okay. ¿Y las paredes? ¿Van forradas las paredes o no van forradas?
No.
Van a quedar así abiertas.
Under the rear wall.
Only the rear wall. Y así como se ve la foto ahí, así van a quedar los
Yes.
postes que tiene ahí.
Because in the back, it's got a cinder block,
Ajá.
and then from there up, I'm gonna do a framing,
Framing.
metal stud, 6-inch metal stud. But it's not gonna be on the cinder block, it's gonna be on the building. As far as I know, I'm not allowed to attach the shade to the cinder block. That's what they told me.
Okay, and so the additional wall, that doesn't need to come through here? Through? Well, whatever it's gonna be covered with.
So as long as it's cinder block that's covered in Lancaster building, as mentioned, that is compliant. Now, if you're asking how it's gonna be adhered to the roof, that's beyond your scope.
Okay,
Or does not have that authority.
okay.
We limit ourselves to aesthetics and materials.
So,
Anything in terms of installation, anything in terms of site plan, PNC board.
okay. So, and I'm still not clear, so you're gonna raise the existing rock wall, you're gonna raise it with more cinder block?
No.
You're gonna add to
No,
the
the
existing
the
structure.
metal stuff.
But-
not-
but on
it's
top of the
gonna be
cinder
attached
block,
to
or?
To the structure, the metal structure.
Yeah, he's attaching studs to the metal structure, and he's adding a wall along that back side. He's not sitting it on top of the wall of the existing cinder block. He's gonna,
I mean, we'll do whatever, if that's not in compliance and it's not allowed.
The issue is your application is only approve whatever you wrote down. At this point, it's an incomplete application.
I guess
Okay,
we can
and so-
approve with what they have, right, what they're proposing right now, and they can come back and, for any modification. Yes.
okay, and,
So right now, we don't have anything written about creating a wall. That will work in the
well, he doesn't, but it's probably for weathering.
Well, I had a flooring like that and I didn't have no walls, so I just had a spoof.
Yeah,
Because that's what you do for alfalfa, is you can pull the alfalfa from anywhere.
yeah. But he, like, he might not have access because of the rear wall, that's why he's there.
So.
I don't,
Thinking like, in order for them to be able to advance with what they
with
have
what they have
here,
right now.
that before they go and advance towards that site that they wanna do, for them to just come back and submit another application.
They wanna add the wall.
So my professional recommendation is approve the design that
As is right now.
Submitted.
Yeah, yeah.
and that has under the district guidelines,
Okay,
with the condition that anything changed needs to come back to the board.
There you go, sounds good.
Including any walls or back walls. That way they are allowed to at least continue the frame of the structure for it to be compliant with the district guidelines, with the understanding that they're gonna have to come back in March to either get the back wall or any additional walls reviewed by the commission.
okay.
That way it saves them some time. But they're
Okay.
still gonna have to come back in March.
So,
So we can approve as is, just like it is right now.
I would suggest a conditional.
so then,
Conditional approval.
so then we said to, move for conditional approval for the items presented today, so they can advance with this project that they have, we have on table, and any additional things that you guys decide to do after you're completed with this, submit it and bring it back for approval. ¿Se lo explico? So, va a ser para ser aprobado ahorita para lo que tiene aquí aprobado en los documentos de ahora. Cuando acabe de hacer esto y decida hacer esa parte de atrás de que quiere usted tapar, vienen y ponen otra aplicación para ese tipo de trabajo. Cada tipo de trabajo que se le vaya a hacer se va a tener que venir para traerlo para ser aprobado aquí para la comisión. Solo vamos a poner una condición de aprobación ahorita para que puedan seguir con esto aquí presente. Ya todo lo demás ya nomás vienen y traen otra vez en la aplicación. Sí.
Sí. We're gonna pass.
That way you can take out the sheet metal, okay?
Sure.
Take it out, start with the plate.
Okay, we're good.
So we have a motion made by Mr. Ricardo Rocha, seconded by Dr. Elizabeth Ponce Lugo. Rafael Padilla. Dr. Elizabeth Ponce Lugo. Al Borrego.
Aye.
David Estrada.
Aye.
Ricardo Rocha.
Aye.
And Jesse Montelongo. Motion carries. Line item number 8, discussion.
Continue, Bob.
Okay. Line item number 8, discussion and possible action on HOC projects, updates, and commissioner request of the HOC.
Good evening, Commissioners. We do have a substantial update for you, which we're super excited for. The Bracero Museum is currently 95% complete. We are waiting for the last inspection for them to hand it over to the city. At that point, once it is taken over by the city, UTEP and the design team will come in to begin the curation for the Bracero Museum. I'm not sure if you've seen when you drive down Revista, but you can tell the stark difference between what is new and what was already there. So we're super excited about that. We have received various funding sources that we're happy to announce. Senator Cesar Blanco did provide us $1 million out of their appropriations. And then State Representative Mary Gonzalez also gave us $1 million out of their appropriations. And our amazing grant writer, Alejandra Valadez, was able to get us the Save America's Treasure Grant, which is a $1.5 million grant with a 1.5 match. So all in all, we're about $5 million into this project. The next phase of the project will be all street-facing buildings. So our goal is by 2028, everything that is facing the street of Rio Vista will be done and will be inhabited by the city offices, also the cultural center, the museum, and some of our business incubators will also be in there. So we're super excited about that. We also received a grant from the THC. Typically, we do get grants for planning. However, the Rio Vista Civic Center is now completely already planned out. So we did go out for a planning grant. However, this one will impact the commission itself. We did receive money to update our historical survey, which will also allow us to update the historical guidelines. So baby steps. So the first one will be getting a historical survey done for the district first, and then council did agree to put the matching funds and extend it to the entire city. So we'll have an actual survey of the entire city, probably within 18 to 24 months. We're looking at completion. And then I will welcome our secretary, Ms. Isabella Perez, to share with you some information regarding the Mission Trail Alliance.
Hello, everybody. So on behalf of the Mission Trail Alliance, we invite you all to our first ever small business mixer happening March 11th at Three Missions Brewery, which is a local gem here. It will be taking place from 6 to 10 p.m. So this is a great opportunity for small businesses along the Mission Trail, as well as any other businesses, to network and learn about any resources that they could apply to their businesses. There will be provisions provided for those who register. So I'm going to go ahead and email you the link so you guys could get your 2 tickets and your voucher for your food. So we hope you all could join us.
There will be educational opportunity to hear from a CPA, an IT company, marketing company, as well as not only the Hispanic Chamber, but the El Paso Chamber will be there to talk about the benefits. The goal of this, honestly, is for us just to create opportunity for everyone to come together. There's the Mission Trail Alliance, there's the Mission Trail Association, there's numerous associations. We don't want to create the wheel, so instead we're creating space for everyone to come together and network and share. And we also want to bring those services of new business into the Mission Trail, so we're actively looking and working with economic development to do this project. Hopefully it works really well, and we have a lot of support from council and also sponsors that we can do this quarterly. That's our goal. And I think the last one is questions.
Any word yet on the historical markers and TxDOT right of ways?
Historical markers with TxDOT for a new one, or the ones that are the city-owned?
For and additional ones on North Loop and then Horizon Boulevard, showing where the
So no one has submitted any requests for historical markers on North Loop or Horizon, because that is not a district. If you want to apply for one, you can let me know and I can walk you guys through that process. But there is no evidentiary support, at least at the city level, for us to support that application, but we're happy to still connect you with anyone at TxDOT if you want to put a marker somewhere. Where were you wanting?
It's just a marker showing where the historic district is at.
Oh, I thought you wanted it on a
Not-
place.
yes.
Oh, no.
Directional
So
marker.
we, the heritage signs Ms. Gamito, our city planner, is working on, they're actually going to replace all of them.
Okay, good.
I'm so sorry. I thought you wanted to nominate a place. My confusion. I'm sorry. But no, those should be going up pretty soon. You're talking about the brown ones, right?
Yes.
Yes. Any other questions?
Regarding the mixer, you said you'd be sending out an email or invite?
Yes, Ms. Perez will send you all the invite. It's through Microsoft Forms. You can reserve there. You can also share it with anyone you know, any business owners who want to mix Mission Trail, historic preservation, economic development. Elected officials will be there. We want everyone just to come together and hear about the great things happening in the Mission Trail.
Okay.
So bring your friends.
Is Socorro Sundays coming back?
Socorro Sundays is not coming back so far. That is a council-led event. We have not heard if that's coming back, though. But our 40th anniversary is April the 5th. We are having the Easter extravaganzas on April the 4th. If you haven't seen, we are asking for people to submit photographs of Socorro throughout the year so we can feature them. So if this commission has any photos, please share them with us. We want to feature them and share the story of Socorro's 40th anniversary. Questions?
I have anyone else? No? Okay, so, I thought I was the only one that had heard stuff about this, what is it, a Family Dollar? The item that came through here and we approved for a family, we approved the facade, okay, so I walked in and we were talking about it, right? And so apparently I'm not the only one who's talked to
Mr. Trujillo.
neighbors that are not happy, right?
Mhm.
So I understand that we were here that day to approve just the facade, right? And the
Mhm.
color and so on. We have really nothing to say as to what business goes in.
Correct.
Okay. Does planning and zoning, does the city of Socorro, does city council, do they have any say at all?
The only restriction right now is tire shops along the district.
And, okay, where is that restriction at? Here on this?
That was done by the city council.
By city council.
Mhm.
And the Historical Landmark Commission doesn't have any restrictions?
You don't have
as to
any
the
authority
type
on that. Materials and design only. We do not have any zoning or planning and zoning powers on this board.
At all? Okay, any comments on that? No? 'Cause you would think, right, that, well, it doesn't have to be this right here at the HLC, but
Well, you do
Since
have
it-
those powers on P and Z though, to review those applications, which they had to go through also.
But planning and zoning doesn't have any say on what type of business. If it falls within commercial zoning, then that's
Correct.
it.
That's why you also
they can
have
do
your UDC, your development code, your master plan for the city. So if it's zoned for commercial, it can be commercial. But again, that would not go on this board.
So I could come in and put an airport right in the middle of town.
If it's zoned for that function, yeah.
It's pretty sad.
So it would have to be, I guess, taken up the ladder like to city council and say, okay, neighbors, whatever this.
Well, it's already been approved.
Well, that's been approved, yeah,
Yes,
but.
but I'm saying if you want to limit the type of business that you have on Socorro Road,
Uh-huh.
that would have to go through council. And legally, I don't know if you can restrict a business from coming in, even if it meets zoning,
Is there any restrictions from the state?
possibly, but everything that we do on a city level has to already be in agreement with the state.
I'm pretty sure that was in agreement with the state.
A commercial zoning does have to comply with the state.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, it's the Mission Trail, that was the codes that were passed by the El Paso Mission Trail in
So I think
89,
there's two
whatever.
distinctions. Your Mission Trail district is just a historical district. There is no specific zoning for the district,
Not for the road.
other than it has to be compliant with the city. The road goes through 3 municipalities.
Right.
Each one of us has a different zoning board with different restrictions. As long as they comply with City of Socorro's planning and zoning, they can build it.
I think the
And
only thing,
you don't have to look at the state even though it was approved by the state Congress?
no, I think the
No.
only thing, I think the state, the only thing that they control along the right of ways is just the, for example, if you have a junkyard, they can require you to put
The way it's gonna look.
fencing.
Well, and there is no overlay on Socorro Road currently. There is no state marker for Socorro Road. So I've spoken to several constituents who are upset, but there does not need to be an archaeological study there because nothing was demolished. The distance between the original mission site does not make an argument for them to require an archaeological site, and it does comply with city planning and zoning codes. Similar to other things in the city that we may not like to come in, is applicable here in this case with the Family Dollar.
So we only blame the council and the mayor.
I would not recommend blaming either.
Well, that.
It's a
that's who
matter-
Ultimately approved it, right?
Well, no, so your development codes go through your P and Z commissions for review. So it starts at the local level with friends and neighbors that are commissioners that have the opportunity to say. We also have public hearings on our commissions and also our city council members. They have public hearings on their agendas.
So nobody could stop it no matter what. Who ultimately approves it?
It goes through P and Z, through their board, and it also goes through application. So again, you have an empty lot. You're wanting to stop construction for what reason? Because you don't like the type of business? Is that the argument?
Well,
And
because
is that
there's no
legal?
such business anywhere near like that. You wanna preserve, culture, you wanna preserve history.
There's no legal laws against that, though. There's nothing here to
but
prohibit
it
that in the
can-
district.
But what I'm saying is it can be stopped. You
So-
can actually, you can vote yes or no, then why even vote?
So remember, again, for this board, you are
No, I'm not
concerned
talking
with
council.
materials
I'm talking
and
to council.
aesthetics.
I'm talking to
If you
council.
want restrictive powers, you need to speak to your council members.
So, may I?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so, good question, okay. And I'm gonna compare it to the warehousing, because that's a big issue for a lot of people, right? And so, I guess it's clarification for myself, so if I'm incorrect or whatever, but if the current ordinance, the zoning ordinance that's on the books right now, if whatever you want to build falls within those guidelines, then you're okay to build it, right?
That is the
And
legal
so
truth.
the current ordinances allow for warehousing, for example, on commercial property and so it allows for
Warehouses.
the warehouses, the Family Dollar, right? And so, yes, it goes through planning and zoning, and it goes up to city council, but if the applicant is following those ordinances, the zoning board and city council doesn't have a legal standing to deny it.
That is
right?
correct.
And so the only way to do it is to change the ordinances.
Correct.
That's the only way, and so that's what Victor's saying, is to come to the meetings in the first place, like
Come to
there's no one
public
here, for
hearings, that
example.
is a great place to
Right,
be
there's
heard.
no one here. Yeah, come to the meetings, there's no one here, all right, okay. And then
There's
push to
also
get the
public hearings
ordinances
for P&Z
added
Commission.
to the rules that Socorro is following, basically. And so that's a process in and of itself.
So like right now,
It's
they're
not
going
something
through,
that is gonna happen overnight. It
well,
takes
right
a
now, they're
huge
going through
community effort.
the Universal Development Code rewrite. So that would be a good time to come to public comment and say, hey, I would like these things to be addressed while you're working on them. Does that make sense?
Yes, so by design, I think government is designed to work really at a snail pace, and there's plenty of opportunity for the public to get involved. But historically, the public, very few get involved. So we're involved as the public, right? We're appointed, not elected, we're appointed and we're here, but we have to follow certain guidelines, and that's it. So as much as I don't like warehouses, for example, or Family Dollar, there's nothing in the ordinance that says we can vote.
And they'll build it with the facade and everything.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
still a Family Dollar. It's no different than saying, okay, we don't want, for example, an adult bookstore next to a church. That is in the ordinance. You can't do that.
Or for example, like vape shops, so city council did pass an ordinance for the distance between a vape shop and a school. And for fun fact, just for reference, we did not allow warehouses in the Mission Trail District.
So it's not in there.
That one is a recent one. Representative at Large Ruben Reyes placed that on the docket, and that was strongly approved unanimously by council. But that would be the way. There has to be a legal recourse restricting business in the Mission Trail at the planning and zoning level. So that wouldn't go through us, it would go through them.
And there's a large section, large section of Socorro Road that's out of the city of Socorro jurisdiction because it's in El Paso.
It's either in El Paso or it's in San Eli. A little weird chunk is actually county, like literally like maybe 4 blocks. But it's a very interesting time.
Oh, well, there it is.
But we will invite you to the small business mixer, and then once we are given the actual ownership of the museum, we'll invite you guys to take a walkthrough before anything is done, and then we'll invite you once everything is done to do a before and an after.
Well, you're doing awesome work.
Honestly, I have a really good staff. I wish I could take credit, but no, my staff is amazing. Any questions? No. Also, one thing I forgot to mention is it is the United States 250th birthday, so we will be celebrating with 4th of July at the park, as well as the city of Socorro's 40th birthday, so a lot of things happening this year.
One last question. Our terms, when do they,
So we're going to do that for March's meeting. We planned to do it the first meeting in January, but then we didn't have able to meet, so we'll do it in March. So you'll do your terms. You'll also do chair and vice chair per the bylaws. But that has to take place at a regular meeting, not a special meeting. Other than that, I think pretty good. Does anybody have any questions, concerns, anything you want me to look into? Any properties you see movement that shouldn't have movement? The mission is actually on a fundraiser to raise money for their roof. They're actually going to have a gala in October, so we'll be sharing that information with y'all as well once those tickets go on sale. And I think those are all the tidbits of info.
what's the population of City of Socorro right now?
It's relatively about 37,000, but I think that's a low number based on all of the use of our streets. So I always say it's roughly between 37 and 40.
We're growing. Growing fast.
Can you turn off the presentation?
Okay, we have no motion made on line item number 8. Line item number 9, adjournment.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion made by Mr. David Estrada, seconded by Mr. Ricardo Rocha, Mr. Rafael Padilla, Dr. Elizabeth Ponte Lugo, Mr. Al Borrego, Mr. David Estrada,
Aye.
Mr. Ricardo Rocha,
Aye.
and Mr. Jesse Montelongo. The time is 6:33 and this meeting is now adjourned.